There's no smell, right? So there's no smell where there is with marijuana. And every student reacts differently, so somebody could be under the influence of something and we wouldn't even know. So it really, it's very hard to detect.
If done effectively or used effectively and appropriately, I think it can be beneficial to students. What I've been seeing, though, is an increase in students using it inappropriately, snorting it up their nose, taking it prior to athletic events, taking it prior to a big test or a quiz, trying to stay up the night before and so forth. And oftentimes, it's not prescribed to them.
I think it really depends on what you're considering a big problem. I think that it is a problem that we need to recognize. I think that the abundance of prescriptions to ADD and ADHD medication nowadays make it very easy to obtain for students, which causes there to be a lot of it in the schools. And I think we need to recognize that as the problem that it is.
I wouldn't say that the ADD drugs are an increasing problem. I would say that it's been pretty steady as long as we've had students on medication.
In some circumstances, yes, but I don't think it's an overall problem. I think that if kids are looking for drugs, it could be one that they may choose because there might be easier access to get it if a sibling's on it or if they're on it themselves. So I have heard that this is one of the drugs of choice, but I haven't necessarily seen it or would be able to diagnose whether that was what the child was brought in for. That's why they're probably using it. Because you can't smell it. Their blood pressure, their heart racing would be the only thing. So it is a tough one. It's a tough one to rule out unless the kid is open and honest that they've taken it.
I think that the first step to fixing this problem is actually one that parents need to take in the home. I think parents need to recognize that this is just likely to be abused as pain medications are. It needs to be treated as such.
I'd love to see you not turn them into me. I'm not saying bring it, go down to Miss Murphy or Mr. Parent, Mr. Ware and say, we caught this kid red-handed. I don't want self-policing in that way. I want Timmy DeLucre to walk up to somebody and say, look, you shouldn't be doing that here, man. It's not good for you. It's not right in the school. We don't stand for that around here. Don't do it again. And walk out. That's what I'm talking about.
I think the vigilance of classmates is helpful. I think that if somebody knows that someone's on something that could be dangerous for them, because if it's not a prescription for a student, it technically can be dangerous for them. Students that are using other medication of somebody else, sometimes they don't know what they're using, and sometimes they ingest it differently than a capsule. So if they decide to do something else to ingest it, then that can be very dangerous for heart for various reasons. So I think if students are aware, or somebody's joking about something, or somebody's really acting funny, and sometimes the teachers let us know that somebody's off. We bring them down to the nurse for a check, and we check their blood pressure and their eyes and the dilation and different things like that, just to see if anything's off.